What is up, guys? Poledoo here. Welcome back to some more Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes. Last time we took on chapter 12, had a pop-up of those who slither in the dark as they are razing entire towns and villages, doing, you know, war crime great things. But we seemingly ran them out. But we were also told that Ferdinand's dad has popped up and taken a fortress behind us. So we gotta go deal with that now. Let's see how this goes.
Scarlet Blaze, severing the past.
Ferdinand trauma time. What it sounds like to me.
After a furious march, Edelgard's army restores a measure of peace.
That's where
to
Hrim
the imperiled
was?
lands of Hrim, only to learn of a revolt at Fort Mercius, staged by the deposed Duke Ire.
Literally the opposite side of the
disturbance in
continent.
Hrim was but a feint to give those who slither in the dark time to capture Mercius, and eventually the capital of Enbar. But Edelgard moves to thwart them.
Like, I was slightly exaggerating when I was mentioning we're going to the opposite side. I didn't realize Hrim was literally what colors.
From afar to join your cause.
What are you wearing? Anyway, I didn't realize it was literally at the edge. God. All right. It's just it's one of those things. It happens like it's not even just a 3 houses thing or a 3 hopes thing. It's a Fire Emblem thing. This happens in a lot of games. But it still never fails to just, it's weird. It's just one of those small things that I don't care how many times it's used. It's just like, how are we literally like overnight jumping borders from, or coastlines rather. Whatever. Cotton Candy Pegasus Knight. You look great.
Our houses, Fenya and Menya, share a distant blood ancestor. And now we stand together again to save the Empire from her plight.
Oh, actually, you were in Azure Gleam, I think. Now that I think about it. Fenya and Menya. I remember being like, oh, that's okay, those are names. Maybe we did see you. The horrible color scheme, I've just blocked it out of my memory.
Hastened from afar with what? That miserable smattering of soldiers. From what I hear, Menya's heir is a rabid supporter of the Emperor. Are you certain the father is not being foisted on us just to get him out of the picture?
Hold on. I don't know, there might be a better thumbnail, but
Absolutely not.
get the bald
And
man in the
besides,
screen.
all of House Fenya is united behind you. If we appeal to the other lords jointly, I'm certain a multitude of troops will flock to Fort Mercius.
I should hope so. I've no idea why they'd side with that pathetic excuse for an emperor. Only I, Ludwig von Eyre, can restore Adrestia to its former glory.
About those mages, they say they want to, alter the fort's defenses?
Fine, fine. Let them do as they wish. So long as we're outnumbered, we must embrace creative solutions. Edelgard will strike the moment we give any indication we're after the capital. We'll lure her troops inside, then dispose of them all at once. It will be an easy victory.
I always knew you were a brilliant tactician. They will never see it coming. Now, if we might discuss key posts in your future administration.
I
Okay.
can only hope Her Majesty is weak and foolish enough to be so ensnared. It was never my intent to divide the Empire in war. That's not what I wanted. If she'd said one word, indicating there might be a place for me, none of this would have been necessary. Enough. I must purge my mind of such thoughts. I must win. I must prevail over her.
But you, all right.
And if I cannot, you must be the one to cut me down, Ferdinand.
Oh, we can arrange that. For sure, we can arrange that.
Edelgard,
do you have a moment?
Of course, Ferdinand, but please keep it short.
It is about my father. My pleas for a fair trial cost you time and delayed his sentencing. It also gave the Knights of Seiros an opening to conduct their raid, which provided him ample opportunity to stage an escape. I am to blame for all that has transpired.
Let me hurry you along to the point, if I may. What are you going to do about it? Or, more likely, what do you want me to do about it?
Put me in the field when we retake Fort Mercius, and permit me to rectify my own mistake. Will you allow me that?
I was wondering when you'd ask. Don't worry, I've already made the arrangements.
This also makes me kind of wonder, he might be a green unit, so I physically can't. I don't know, we'll see.
But you mustn't do anything reckless. You will stick to the battle plan, and that is a direct order.
Ah, Edelgard, you are the very picture of reason. The very epitome of wise stewardship.
Enough. You can gush over me after the battle if you still feel the urge. We've no idea how things will go after all, and you may be in a very different mood.
True. All the same, I am grateful. Thank you.
You can come out, Hubert. I know you're listening.
I came to give you the latest report, Your Majesty, but decided to wait until this other business reached its conclusion.
Then you know what must be done. Make sure he's given protection.
Oh, I will if I find the time. You do keep me quite busy, after all.
You've found a way to take care of them?
I can assure you, those Cretans will rue ever setting foot in Her Majesty's fortress. They wanted thick walls, and we will give them the thickest ones a coffin can provide.
This is our chance to decimate the forces of those who slither in the dark.
Okay. Are we gonna have like a full map? This feels like, oh, yeah, okay. Like this kind of feels like a chapter that would only have one, but nope, all right. And I don't believe there's a paralogue, so we'll be doing the full chapter today. Nope, no paralogue, so time to spend all our points, make our way out there. Of course, I'm sure there'll be a mid-chapter dialogue pop up. We'll get any supports that we have. We clearly have some already. And then we'll be on our way. And there is that mid-chapter dialogue.
Our scouts have returned from Fort Mercius. There's less movement than we anticipated. That likely means the former Duke Ire wants us to attack the fortress to make up for his disadvantage in troop strength.
The numbers don't lie. One needs 3 times the forces of their enemy to claim a castle in a siege. Although, that's if you attempt to take it head on.
So, do we have a plan or what? I mean, Fort Mercius is basically impenetrable. Actually, this one time we came home well after curfew and had to try and sneak back in. Turns out there was no way in. The guards mistook us for bandits, and Father shouted at us until he lost his voice. Good times.
The good news is that we have learned of a passage into the fort which has been kept secret since its construction. The bad news is that Ire likely also learned of the passage when he was Prime Minister. Unless his reason has completely taken flight, the man will take some sort of measures to defend it.
The fortress is huge in size. We should organize small teams and be attacking from many points. If we achieve success, we can open the gates from the inside and be giving the enemy a surprise.
It only serves other regions if the Empire starts shedding Empire blood. We should find a resolution that minimizes casualties on both sides.
Is it just me, or is our corner of the world an uncontrolled mess?
100%.
Let's just throw everything at the wall and see what sticks.
100%, Arvel, you are correct.
To do it. We can sneak soldiers in, use the secret passage, talk it out, and apply brute force all at the same time. As long as one of those approaches works, we'll win.
That's actually not a bad plan, and it didn't even come from me. Amazing! I mean, the brute force part is a little risky, but I dare say you're learning.
An intriguing idea.
But what about the hostages? If we force our way in, they're likely to be killed.
I will not permit that to happen. And while my father may be a fallen noble, he is still a noble, and not the sort of man to start butchering innocent people when the tides turn.
I pray you are right, Ferdinand. Though I believe you never know what a person is capable of until they act. We will proceed with this plan at once, adapting as the situations dictate. We cannot fail. Not here. Not now.
All right. Game plan laid out. Okay, so everything is good to go. Another chapter, another block of supports. Some A's have finally opened, Edelgard and Hubert's, namely. So, and Ferdinand's, I'm assuming, given the chapter, will be next chapter that we can do this. And then finally give him the Merc Whistle for the last little bit of the game that is left. But let's get it going. Shez and Edelgard A.
Good news. We've dislodged another foothold those who slither in the dark held in Empire territory.
Good news. That's great. So, that soldier was one of theirs after all, huh?
He was. It's uncanny how you managed to identify their agents so precisely. Ordinary spies would be one thing, but these villains are another entirely.
I'd like to say it's just intuition, but there's more to it than that. It's my power. Their magic is almost identical to the one I use, so it's not hard for me to pick up on. I guess we have Hubert to thank for connecting the dots between the two.
How strange that you would hold such an important key. The more I look back, the more I realize, without you among our ranks, I may never have broken the stranglehold those who slither in the dark exerted on the Empire.
Me? What did I?
Our hidden foe was deeply entrenched in almost every facet of Adrestian society. The two were almost inseparable, and so I turned a blind eye to the lives that were being lost to their cruel designs, opting instead to focus my energy on preparing for war. But then you came along and helped show me a way to kill two snakes with one stone, as it were. You were the cog that was missing from the turnwheel, the one final push that urged me to act.
Yeah, sure. Whatever that means. You can be so confusing sometimes, you know that?
Forgive me. You may be the only person I know who would look an emperor in the eye and speak their mind so freely.
I don't know. I could totally see Ferdinand doing it too.
Caspar, for sure.
Yes, I can see your point. It was my mistake. In any case, I'd like you to know just how pleased I am to have you fighting alongside us. You were a perfect stranger who owed nothing to the Empire. Yet you're still here. That means much.
It wasn't that big a deal. I just needed some gold, and figured if anyone was gonna have the coin to spare, it'd be the Empire.
You know, some things are best left unsaid.
I was like, yeah, I'm still here because I have to be, you know, and what do you want?
Oh, and you were really quick to compliment me back at the academy. That left an impression for sure. I mean, most nobles don't give us mercs the time of day. You were different.
It's nice to hear you say that.
And hey, I was right about you. I wouldn't be shining half as bright as I am today if I didn't hitch my wagon to yours. Trust me, no regrets here.
Talk about the future.
Anyway, back to it. Victory is so close I can almost smell it. And I'll be right here by your side the rest of the way. No stopping till we've united all of Fódlan.
We will reach the end of this path soon. All of us. Together.
Okay, that was a generic, like, yeah. Cool, all right. That's an A support, all right. Not bad, not exemplary, just an A support. Then we got Shez and Hubert, A.
Yeah. Why are you always doing that?
A question, if I may. Have you had any further contact with our slithering friends since that day?
Not in the slightest. Why? Do you know something?
Yes, actually. What with the riots in Rim territory and the former Duke Ayer's attempted rebellion, thanks to that we now have a lead on the insurgents within the Empire, as well as those who slither in the dark. Speaking to the latter, I also tried to determine if they had been attempting to reach you, or otherwise thought you an ally. But at present, it seems neither is the case. Regrettably.
Regrettably? Complain. Sure.
Present? Still don't trust me, do you? In our conversations, the future of the Empire, promoting commoners, I would have hoped you'd ease up at least a little after all that.
Believe me, it brings me no joy and, in fact, some guilt to doubt you so. But I must be prepared for any eventuality. When needs must, I have made even my greatest enemy feel as though they are a trusted friend. Yet, at times, I have also shown extreme suspicion towards those who were, in all manners, undeserving of it.
Yeah, I get it. Keep your cards close to the chest. Never let them know what you're actually thinking. You really are something, you know that? I'm just glad we're on the same side.
I must admit, I only tell you all this because I do, in fact, consider you deserving of my trust. Even if you were once connected to those who slithered in the dark, that is clearly behind you now. So believe me when I say, I have the utmost confidence in you.
That's nice.
I'm not sure how much you really mean that, but
yeah,
I'm glad to hear you
say
say it at least.
He says,
Thanks,
it's like,
Hubert.
But I will absolutely kill you if I'm wrong.
How very diplomatic. Just the response I would have expected from you. Enough on that, though. Our problem now is what lurks beneath your mind's veneer.
What do you mean?
I can sense another you, bubbling away behind the one you present to the world. Call it intuition. What really worries me is that you may one day shed this husk you bear now and become that someone else entirely.
Ah.
Another me, huh? Well, I appreciate the concern, but even if that someone does exist, I won't let them overtake me. I mean, come on. I'd shove that other me right back where they came from and earn your trust once and for all. Though, just so we're clear, I don't think you have anything to worry about.
Very well. I suppose I will have to take your word. For now.
Yeah, give it, what, 3 chapters, I think? Two or three chapters?
In any case, I hope that as we inscribe Fódlan's new future, we do so with you by our side.
Thanks, Hubert. Alright, that was very Hubert. I like it. Edelgard and... oh, is it Balthus B? Oh boy.
Hey there, Your Majesty. Fresh off some new official business, huh? Don't you ever get a rest?
Yes. Thank you for your concern.
Huh? Why are you staring at... Hey, all right.
No, it isn't that. It most certainly is not that. I was just revising my opinion of you. Hubert made you out to be the greatest womanizer of our time. But you've been surprisingly well behaved.
I said I wouldn't hit on you, didn't I? Also, that could not sound more like Hubert. Anyway, you could have just taken my word for it.
I apologize for doubting you. Still, just because you haven't attempted to woo me doesn't guarantee you won't do so in the future.
Sure, but the thing is, you're not really my type. You're too smart and dainty and way too important. Wooing you would be like bringing a baguette to a sword fight. I know when I'm out of my league.
I'm not quite sure how I'm supposed to take that.
Look, the only thing I want from you is a job. You pay well. And frankly, I could really use an army between me and the folks trying to kill me.
We have had to bolster the Kent's defenses because of all the trouble you keep attracting. So, yes. Thanks for that.
Hey, if it bothers you, let him through. I can watch my own back well enough. Save the cleverness and compassion for some other lunkhead.
I agree, my time could be better spent. Also, I'm not compassionate, merely hopelessly committed to my ideals.
Oh yeah?
I've set out to unite all of Fódlan. I've started a war over it. That means destroying any who oppose me and protecting all who stand with me. If you believe in me and share my ideals, I will never abandon you. Even if you do happen to be a philandering hireling up to his neck in debt.
That was downright inspiring. Right up to the point where you insulted the stuffing out of me. But hey, if your thing is looking out for people, I'm happy to be a spare set of eyes. Plus, you're a boss worth swinging these fists for. I could shop around, but I doubt I'd find better.
And I will endeavor to keep it that way. But for now, I must be off. Oh, and Balthus? Join us at the next War Council.
Oh boy, that was close. It's like she was begging for me to make with the flirting.
What? Okay, I see. That was the
If it wasn't for
takeaway.
Hubert, I might even be stupid enough to try.
God, what a what a support between those two. Jesus. All right. Wait, there's more Balthus? Who did I get? Oh. All right. 2 punchy boys.
I still can't win.
Hey, coming to a draw with the almighty king of grappling's not a bad result. After all, you've got a disadvantage. What with our size difference and all.
Okay, but don't you have the disadvantage of our age difference?
Hey, I'm not that old.
And I'm not that short. I've actually grown a lot in these
you
last
kinda
2
are.
years. Give me a little time and I'll be towering over you.
Not sure you've got a growth spurt left in you at your age.
Yeah, I was
I'm a
about to
pretty big
say.
guy.
What did you say?
Oh, you want another piece? Let's go.
Didn't win. Again.
Another draw. You don't know when to quit. We're not getting anywhere fighting with our fists.
Yeah, you're right. I'm pretty much at my limit.
So, what's next?
Better make it something where we can compete on equal footing.
Naturally. Well, beyond fists, there's money, there's ladies.
How are you going to compete with money? All you do is complain about not having any. And ladies? That doesn't even make sense. I mean, unless you want us to dress up in ladies' clothes and compete to see who looks better.
That would be a sick support. Do it.
You're really not understanding this, are you?
That would be hilarious. That would be so good.
Stop, you're annoying.
Black
Also,
Eagles drag
this break
contest.
gave me time to get my energy back. So put 'em up. It's back to fists.
Better hope your body can pay the bill your mouth keeps running up.
Oh, it's not over. It's still going. Oh, okay. No, it pretty much is. All right. Well, that was funny. All right. Good old Balthus. Wait, who else? Let's just jump from person to person. Caspar and Ferdinand A, their only conversation.
Alright, now just... What's with the weird design on this piece here?
That is no design, Caspar, but a fracture. And a perfectly straight one at that. Which makes it rather hard to discern. Repairing it will likely not prove worth the bother. Best relegate the piece to life as training equipment.
Wow, you really know your stuff, Ferdinand. I'm clueless when it comes to this kind of thing. Sometimes I think you know everything.
Oh, I am not quite so impressive as that. But you seem troubled by something, Caspar. What is it? No, forgive my presumption. Perhaps I was merely imagining it.
See? You do know everything. Something is kind of bothering me. I was talking to someone the other day about how I want to distinguish myself in battle, and they said that meant I wanted the war to go on forever. Of course, I told them they were nuts. Then I actually started thinking about it. About what I'll be doing when the war ends, I mean. About what I'll even be.
I do not think you have cause to worry. We may not know what the future holds, but you are delivering great results as a leader. Surely you will be held in esteem for such.
Sure, but doesn't that just mean my life is about nothing but fighting? I'm not a guy like you who's good at pretty much everything, so... Listen to me. I can't remember the last time I got in my own head like this.
Nonsense. We all have our worries. Why, even I have one or two of my own.
Oh yeah? Like what?
Well, your earlier appraisal of my boundless talent, for one.
Huh? But that's true. Also, why would you need to worry about being good at everything?
Oh, there is no doubt I can handle most things without much difficulty. And there are few things I have strong preferences about. Stimulants such as coffee aside.
Right. Which means...
But to me, that fact is nothing more than the flip side of having no prominent talents. I am a purveyor of all trades, but an expert in none. A man such as yourself, who possesses rare ability in a single field, is positively dazzling.
Okay, you are seriously overthinking this entire thing, Ferdinand. Don't get me wrong, I'm thrilled you have a high opinion of me, but any comparison of us is always gonna end with my being humiliated.
Do you truly think so?
Look, I'm bad at the sciences, hopeless with strategy, and a complete oaf when it comes to coordinating anything besides tying my own shoes. But you can help me with all that stuff. And not just me, you can help everyone shore up their weak points. Sheesh. Alright, that's enough worry for one day. Time to go run until I puke. Yeah!
Caspar, wait!
Oh, okay.
And he has gone. Still, I suppose the man makes an intriguing point. My lack of weaknesses does give me a unique ability to offer aid to everyone.
I like that was a pretty good conversation. I like that one. All right, and then more Caspar with Dorothea C.
Hey, Caspar. Oh, what's with the mountain of books? Wait, please don't tell me you're planning to use them in your training somehow.
What kind of guy do you think I am? They're books. I'm gonna read them.
Read? A book? You? Did you eat something weird?
Come on, you sound just like Linhardt. I've torn through books before. Sometimes even 2 or 3 whole chapters a day.
Please don't use the word torn when it comes to books. You're going to make my heart stop. And books are divided into chapters, not chappers. Oh, Caspar, promise me you won't hurt those books.
You don't have to worry, Dorothea. I realized something the other day. A person who's responsible for troops can't rely on physical strength alone. You probably wouldn't guess it from how my father looks, but he's pretty good about that stuff.
Can't say I'm shocked that the Empire's Minister of Military Affairs has read the occasional book. Speaking of, you may have heard this story before, but I'm going to tell it anyway. Back during the War of the Eagle and Lion, there was an Imperial general named Francis who was quite proud of his strength. But while he was indeed strong, he was unlearned. And so everyone looked down on him.
Why do I feel like this story is gonna make me feel like an idiot?
Just listen. The Emperor at the time gave Francis an order to study, and said that if he didn't, he wouldn't be allowed to lead anyone in battle. Francis did as his Emperor ordered, and studied as though his life depended on it, growing especially talented in the area of tactics and strategy. As a result, his deeds on the battlefield were great, and he eventually rose to the rank of Minister of Military Affairs.
So I should take a page out of Francis's book, right?
So long as you don't mean literally, yes. Incidentally, the words the Emperor used to praise Francis were memorable enough to have survived even to this day. With the passing of 5 sunrises and 5 sunsets, even the meanest soldier may burgeon into a peerless commander. It means if you study hard for 5 days, even a common soldier can become a great general who commands an entire army.
5 days? That's nowhere near enough time. It'd take me 5 days just to read one book. You gotta at least give me until the end of the war.
But by that point, won't your chances to distinguish yourself in battle have already passed?
Oh, you're right. What am I gonna do, Dorothea?
Well, I suppose I have no choice but to help you. Who knows? I might even learn something.
You're the best. Thank you.
Okay, gotta read the books to him. Okay. Let's see. Oh, jump over to Dorothea with Linhardt A.
I've been looking for you, Lynn. Here you go.
Ah, the notes from the War Council this morning. Thank you.
Say, why do you always ask me to do this now?
Well, you know the situation, so it just makes it easier. Especially now that I've had more projects dropped on my lap.
They're projects that you yourself proposed.
Besides, your handwriting is beautifully legible. Your way with words makes the material quite easy to digest. Really, it's delightful.
If you think I'm going to keep being your scribe just because you compliment me, think again.
Hello, Dorothea. How good to see you recovered.
Yes, I'm better now, thanks. The fever's all gone. Though, I'm way behind on everything because of it, so if you'll excuse me, I need to get caught up.
Here.
Are these notes? Wait, did you take notes for me the whole time I was recovering?
Yes, I summarized any essential information I thought you might need. War councils, scouting reports, that kind of thing.
So, this is your handwriting? Like, yours.
Why do you look so surprised? You do this exact same thing for me all the time. It's only natural that I'd step in for you during a time of illness.
Huh. You really are a strange guy. You know that? You never want to do anything that takes even the slightest effort, even when someone asks. And yet you went to all this trouble for me. So, like I said, you're strange. And a little infuriating.
If you say so. Personally, I think everything would be a lot easier if everyone behaved as I do.
Would it?
Actually, that would be great. Our war councils would take 5 minutes a day, tops.
And be pointless. Most days we'd probably just have an empty room because no one bothered to show up.
Yeah.
Oh no, it would absolutely be like that.
Absolutely,
You know,
yeah.
I feel like I understand you a little better.
Being understood sounds like a bother in its own right. Oh well. I suppose we'll cross that particular bridge when we arrive at it. But for now, I'm afraid I'm quite tired.
Of course you are. Well, since I'm all better now, why don't you go ahead and sleep on my behalf? I'll take care of things while you do.
Better not. You're still recovering. Oh, and I forgot to mention that I found people to handle all your assigned work. So, take a day off and enjoy a long nap, all right?
I wish you were this nice on a regular basis. But despite that, you do have your charms.
I'm perfectly happy lacking charms, so don't bother looking for weird new ones in me.
Okay, seriously.
Linhardt's great. God, never get enough of that guy. All right, and then it looks like finally, Hubert and Lysithea, we have B and A stacked, presumably with how far we are in. We should be able to do both of those back to back. I would be surprised if A was still locked.
It's sad how we have so few research materials here at the base. And in addition...
What luck that we might encounter each other at this late hour, Lysithea.
Don't scare me like that, Hubert! You're terrifying enough under normal circumstances, let alone when you're creeping about like a spider.
I should hardly think myself any more frightening than the disembodied spirit people have
this is what we're doing.
Night after night.
Okay.
A spirit? So the spirit was sighted around here then? Nearby?
Oh yes, quite near to this training center. It is a positively frightful tale.
Just remembered a thing. Important thing. Biggest. I gotta go. Good night. Don't follow me.
Positively frightful, I say, them calling my light a disembodied spirit. Wouldn't you agree? Oh dear. She left before I could finish.
I was like,
had any
is
vegetables
that?
with our meals lately. It's honestly kind of nice. Huh? What's going on over there?
Then they've not noticed?
Not at all. While preferences vary, there tend to be many people who love meat and dislike vegetables. But to think, we found a way to hide the vegetables in all of that delicious meat and broth. Those who ate it found it delicious without being any the wiser. And of course, she did as well.
That is splendid news. Pray continue then.
Wait! Did I just eat a bunch of vegetables?
Goodness, Lysithea, you look positively gobsmacked. Did you have yourself a recent surprise, perhaps?
So many vegetables. Hubert! It's nothing. I'm busy. Gotta go.
It really is sad how much time I spend trying to make vegetables palatable for people. Oh well. I suppose I should just consider it part of managing our soldiers' health.
I like that. He has to...
Lysithea,
oh, we're still
seem to be in
going.
high
Oh my god.
spirits.
Okay. Jesus.
I certainly am. Edelgard told me that I was gonna get some delicious sweets today. Wait, why am I even talking to you about this?
You might find yourself without any sweets whatsoever if you continue to treat me so cruelly. After all, I am the one tasked by Her Majesty with the honor of giving them to you.
Then why didn't you open with that, Hubert? Hand them over.
First, permit me to brew a suitable tea to accompany them.
Huh?
Oh, but that's where it... oh, that was weird. Alright. It lasted longer than I wanted it to. Because, like, the lighthearted, jokey stuff is whatever, but when it comes to Lysithea, her, like, weird trope, quirky things get... for me, they get old really quickly. But, A support. Let's finish it up.
Mmm. The Empire sweets truly are a delight.
Might I interest you in a cup of coffee? It cuts through the sweetness of the treats perfectly.
No, I'm good. Honestly, I don't understand how you can drink that all the time. It's so bitter.
Well, I suppose one with a youthful tongue would not care for it. Yet the bitterness, the deep richness, the subtle acidity... Oh, and I'm not treating you like a child here. I am merely discussing different palates.
I'm not a child, and neither is my tongue. Now give me some of that coffee.
God, we're really just gonna hit every single one in the same... okay.
Are you all right, Lysithea? Here, wipe your mouth. I fear that attempt was ill-advised. If you wish to enjoy coffee, you must first modify it to your liking. Perhaps we might try adding sugar and goat's milk. It would mellow the flavor and add sweetness.
Yes, please. There's something I'm curious about, Hubert.
And what might that be?
Why are you being so kind and indulgent to me and only me? Compared to how you treat other people, it's clearly strange.
And what if I were doing so because Her Majesty had commanded me to pay particular attention to you?
Huh? She did? I mean, even if she did do that, you're still being far nicer to me than you have to be.
If I tell you, you must not breathe a word of it to anyone. I will erase you if this gets out. Permanently.
Goddamn, alright.
You'll erase me? Well, alright. I promise to keep it a secret until the day I die. Is that good enough?
It will do.
Yeah, it's like passable, I guess.
I have a younger sister. One the same age as you.
Oh.
The pair of you have similar personalities, so perhaps I end up doting on you for this reason.
You have a sister? Why doesn't anyone know?
I conceal my family's existence as much as possible to avoid their becoming a liability. I also have a mother and little brother. Yet you certainly do not know the first thing about them either.
I suppose it would be strange for a noble like yourself to not have a single relative. Still, it's surprising you'd keep it under wraps from even your close friends and comrades.
It is my business. Regardless, I imagine that is the reason I unconsciously end up favoring you as I do.
So you aren't treating me as a child, but a little sister? Well, if that's the case, and considering how much older you are than me, I suppose I can allow it.
Oh, but that will not do. My sister would be most indignant if I were to treat anyone other than her as such. Ergo, I will simply have to exercise more caution and refrain from treating you as anything other than a normal child.
If it would make your sister upset, then what do you mean treat me like a child?
Oh dear, I let it slip. It appears my tongue is the one that still has some maturing to do.
Okay. The A support of that wasn't bad. Like, learning things about Hubert. Sure. It was a bit much on the last at the end for this one, though. But there we go. Another support block done. So, out to the war map. Let's get this map going. Fort Mercius, reclaiming Fort Mercius. Fort Mercius has fallen into hands of rebels led by the former Duke Ire. You march into battle to reclaim the fortress and put an end to the insurrection. The Inexhaustible. I think that's a completely new weapon. I don't think I have that in the convoy anyway. Let's see if we actually get the S rank to come out with it.
If everyone is prepared, it's time to make our move.
But it is a new bow.
Our troops
Seemingly.
attacking the gates have been instructed
Or I just
not
forgot I
to
had
force
one.
their way in. Before long, the enemy will notice as much and realize we're already inside.
We need to locate and strike down the rebel leader. That should put an end to the insurrection. Along the way, you may encounter suspicious agents. They are the true masterminds behind the rebellion and must all be eradicated.
Got it. Now let's get going before those bloodthirsty monsters hurt any of the hostages.
I haven't been this angry in a long time. When is that man going to stop being a thorn in Her Majesty's side?
Ah, how splendid. But do try not to become so flush with rage that you make a foolish error.
Perhaps if you grew flush with rage every now and again, you wouldn't have the complexion of a coffin dweller.
Well, goddamn, Monica.
Quiet, both of you.
You don't have to do this, Ferdinand. You can always stay back if you have doubts.
No. Fate put me on this path, and now I must walk it.
Okay. Defeat the former Duke Ire. Let's see. We get 60 points. Wall-mounted catapults. Activate the catapults on the walls of Fort Mercius. Use infiltrators to reinforce the auxiliary unit. Slightly weaken the enemy for a period of time by demoralizing them at the start of battle. Heal unit periodically heal allies. Summon mercenaries to engage enemy force. Honestly, like, both of those seem kind of nice. I was like, the assign healers also, but I think I'm just gonna do these two. All right, so we're definitely gonna take Ferdinand. Edelgard is way down here. Let's do Gatekeeper. Has been fielded in a bit, I think. Geralt, you were only fielded because of Leonie, so back to the bench for you. Jerry, maybe?
Understood.
Do that. And let's swap Caspar for
Lady
Monica.
Edelgard.
And Hubert. I think I'm gonna swap Hubert for
I
Linhardt.
don't care much for battle.
Why do you have an iron tome? Hold on. It must be, I keep shuffling tomes around. Take that. Monica's not being fielded. Yep. That seems good to me. All right. Those are the 4. Oh, do I want to control Gatekeeper? You know what? No. We're going to control Petra. All right. That seems good. Hold on, let me... Everything is down. Ooh. What does... All the wrong buttons. Resist swords. Okay, we want to give you something to offset that, I think, then. Fódlan Fencers is 60. I think Geralt's Mercenaries. Geralt's Mercenaries is better. 65. Same endurance. And then... Oh. Then what the hell are these? Oh. Can I... What is it? Bow is anti... No. Fist is anti-tome. Leicester Dicer Core. Much better. But now I'm weak to things over here. Whatever. All right. Let's just go. 12 minutes, 1,200 enemies. 40%.
Enemy soldiers have breached our fortifications. To arms! Defend the glory of the Empire!
All right, that was a quick and easy pop there.
There's not a forward.
Oh.
There's not a quest. Leave this to me.
Begin. The
Not
Sky
a whole
Spirit
lot
watches
to
over
really
me.
go off of immediately. I think I want... I'll let everyone else do their
They've
thing.
seen through our ruse already. Prepare to take the fortress.
Okay. It was very
The
quick.
detachment is safely inside. We should wait to see how the enemy responds before we fire.
Start by seizing the inner ward.
Seize the strongholds and advance the inner ward.
Mercenaries are...
Okay, so we have the inner ward down here already. Ooh. Petra,
Begin.
come open this for me.
I am advancing.
And we'll have, let's see, tell
Starting the mission
Yuritsa
is that
to deal with
over.
that. Okay.
No better than common bandits. How could my father make a deal with such a pack of rogues?
Looks like this ain't your lucky day.
Great Knight's up here to intercept.
Expected an ambush. We used to play hide and seek here all the time.
Okay.
We have taken control of the fortress walls. Now we can move our catapults into position and attack. Here it comes! Out of the way!
Did I? Yes. Okay. He jumped over there. Please tell me I still scooped him up. That I did. Wall-mounted catapults.
This is going well. Almost too well. Is Ire truly so short-handed?
That barrier was formed with dark magic. We must eliminate the caster in order to pass.
Okay. So let's see. I'm gonna tell Shez to go here. Lynn. Oh
Leave
yeah.
this to me.
Pop that guy real good. Come over here. Oh no, it's Edelgard. Okay, I can't even move her yet. It's like, why do I only have 3 people on the list?
Unleash the catapults. Break our enemy's spirit.
Okay.
We have the enemy where we want them. Unleash the arrows.
God, this is a real siege, but I'm tired of them stopping me
Those ballistae require
already.
stopping.
This shady magic business just doesn't do much for me.
Okay, so Lynn took that, Shez took that,
Not a problem.
and now we have this.
Oh, if I must, leave this to me.
Okay, yeah, we very much need
I will gladly handle this.
to
Orders
get in
received.
here.
Starting
I
the
don't
mission
need
is that
Petra
Leave it to me. Here goes nothing.
out here. I think I'm gonna have her start running
The
back
Sky
and
Spirit
then
watches
maybe
over me.
take
Leave it to me.
Gatekeeper down here. Well,
Leave
yeah.
it to me.
Not that it looks super helpful
Here goes nothing.
considering all the down arrows, but just for coverage.
This stronghold will fall.
All right, pop you. Oh, I was like, it's a crit rush, but it's not a kill. We'll overwhelm you in the corner, as Ferdinand is fantastic at doing with his personal. All right. Let's run on this way. It does run out very, very quickly, unfortunately. Blowing Ember. Night Healer. All right. I don't want to use this and not hit all 3 of them.
One ballistic
There we go. That pops all three of those. Disable the ballistas. Night Kneel. I need, I think, something better than Night Kneel here. I probably have something. I just don't look at combat arts all too often.
Learn your place.
Like, I probably have Wheel Sweep, which I very much enjoy. Come on, Gremory. Get out of here. Oh, just before we got that break. Die, ma'am. Okay. And over here we go.
No mercy. I have you. This is war. Submit.
I'm gonna do another one because I can. And let me, so that will turn this off. Maybe both of them. I see two.
Oh, if I must. If my assistance is needed.
Begin.
I want you guys to sit tight over here.
Not a problem. I'm here to help.
Wait, 3.
Leave it to me.
Yeah, just do whatever.
This is war.
Guard this place with your lives.
Come on, there we go. Defeated the Dark Bishop, and then the Stronghold. Oh, come on. I had the combo going.
Its magic walls is what
Nice.
if you get in the way of Her Majesty, you will.
Okay, hold on.
Not a
Shez,
problem.
there, Petra,
The Sky
there.
Spirit watches over me.
That's a bottleneck right there. Okay.
Hey. Pathetic fools. And to think I was entertaining the idea
Bronya.
of letting you scamper away.
Along with Dolophonos. All right. Also, it is popping in there. Oh, not the Viscum. It's popping in there.
I give you the discount. I hope you like being roasted alive, because that's exactly what's about to happen to you.
Fools to try and force our way through this. Time has come to call upon our detachment.
A weapon of that scale is certain to be controlled by some kind of device.
Ow.
On your command, we can
Oh my God.
the agents we scatter amongst the rebels to throw the enemy into disarray.
Infiltration.
It was a mistake to join this rebellion. Our allegiance lies with Emperor Edelgard.
What's going on? Who's switching sides? Watch this.
Are we good? So far, yeah, okay. Man. All right. I mean, I cleared house. Oh, wow, that hurt. Where's the Viscum switch? Behind Kronia. Seemingly. Okay.
Not a problem.
Yes.
So I
Oh.
defend.
They got him? I do not appreciate that.
Okay.
I'm going to
Let's do one of
rip
these.
myself.
I will end you.
Still alive. Main mission, defeat Kronia.
The enemy's here. Kill them all.
Okay.
Get in there and hammer them while they're pinned down by that magic weapon.
There it is. I was like, I
Are
saw.
you kidding me? Reinforcements? This day just keeps getting better.
Okay, so let's see. I mean, what's stopping me from just killing Grania?
Here goes nothing. There's not a question of can.
Right?
Leave
Like-
this to me. Not a problem.
Nothing,
Starting
right?
the mission. Is that an order?
I will gladly handle this. Orders received.
Not a problem. I've got this.
What's going on over here? Oh,
leave
hell
this to
yeah,
me.
Lynn. Over there. I think we'll be all right. War strike. We missed.
Take them by storm.
Bad news is that you're going to die. Well, the good news is that you won't be alone. I've got this.
Okay, Yuritsa used an elixir to heal. They are getting messed up over the gatekeeper. I just gotta make sure they don't die. Go ahead and heal. You make me uncomfortable right now. You as well. Okay. Stop backing away. There we go. Now that was a gatekeeper, but I don't know what it opened. Maybe there was something closed that I didn't even see. I don't know. There we go. Pop you one. Oh, still alive. Shredder.
You've
All right.
already lost.
I need this Viscum.
I will end you.
Stop. Okay. Operate. One, no, the Viscum controls have been disabled.
Still operational. Must be a second device. Keep looking.
I'm gonna run straight to it if I can.
Scurry in. Exterminate them.
Hello. War strike
You've already lost.
into a warrior gauge. Shredder. Where is it? There it is. Turn that shit off. All right.
Well, we've smashed their little toy. Let's see what their next move will be.
But Talus gave me that. Oh, I am so mad at you right now.
You've already lost.
All right. Number of enemies killed requirement.
Please step up and do
Almost
something
done.
about this other vermin there.
All right. I'm gonna swap to Ferdinand. Where's Lynn? Oh, Lynn went all the way over there, buddy.
Not a problem.
Okay.
I've got this.
I'm gonna have Shez go to those Gremories. Lynn go
Leave this to
here.
me.
I'm actually gonna switch to Petra. Hello. Okay. More people to
Here I
target
go.
Edelgard. That
No
is perfectly
mistake.
fine.
Here I go. They must learn who they're up against.
Sagittae.
The only way to rescue our detachment is by going straight through Cornwall.
Where do you go?
Can we defeat her in time?
Fighting at a disadvantage. Does one of them have a hammer? Heavy spear. Okay. Go back. All right. There goes my, yep.
I won't lose.
So RIP that bow. Okay. It was kind of risky for me to do that. Clearly. But I was waiting for them to get pushed back and none of them did.
I don't know how we made it, but we did.
Take a breather. I am your man.
Sit.
Standing and watching.
No mercy.
All right.
I have you. This is war.
You aggravating little worm.
Is that all?
A lot of damage being thrown out on this map. My God. Here you go, Ferdinand.
No, this is wrong. I can't die.
Actually dying instead of running away. Look at that.
Take a breather. I never expected much from those ships we burned. And here I am with the cold embrace of the grave hovering at my shoulder.
Defeated Kronia, stronghold gates open.
I thought our victory was assured. How could everything have gone so wrong?
Oh man, okay. Well.
I've got this.
There is no help but to resist with all
Oh.
our might. Help me push them back.
The writing is on the wall.
Hop in over here.
But those fools would sooner perish than admit it.
On the fire orbs! We'll rain death down upon them from above.
I'm about to pop your squadron here, but all right.
Fire orbs? Those must be new. A little gauche, if you ask me.
You're done.
I didn't hear those. Oh, okay.
They look real dangerous, though. Also, what's a gauche?
I think that's the end of the reinforcements.
Conjure a magic shield to safeguard our comrades.
A magic shield, you say?
You're done.
Pay attention now.
What?
Your Majesty, forgive my greatness. The outer defenses only just fell.
You're done!
All right.
On the contrary, your timing is perfect.
Is that Voldemar? Curse that man. Why must he always show up at the worst possible moment and ruin everything?
We have defeated
Viscount Fenya. Viscount
Fenya.
I'm coming for you, Father. The enemy no place to hide. Seize every key position in the fortress.
Seize all strongholds. Yeah, we've got
The
that.
enemy is getting too close to Duke Iron. We must hurry to his side.
But we're far too late now.
Okay, Ferdinand. Who do I want? Let's see. A sword or ooh.
Oh, if I must. This should be easy if we work
Let's
together.
put Lynn with Ferdinand.
Now perhaps we can stamp out those who slither in the dark. It's my turn.
Well, that was an impeccably staged entrance. Were you just biding your time in order to put on the best show possible?
You know, Linhart, there are times you take after.
I can wait for the dialogue.
And
We already not getting
there's
S rank, might as well. All right.
Improving.
Now, when might I see the real sparks fly?
I'm gonna give it a sec.
My name is Ludwig von Eyre. I see the Empire in the throes of a terrible sickness, and I intend to cure it or die in the attempt. So, my son, you
There
come
we
to
go.
claim your poor father's head at last.
I come to do my duty. No more, no less.
Will you not heed me, your majesty? This ideology of yours leaves countless good people by the wayside.
Yet countless more were already suffering prior. All I did was make a choice.
I will overcome this sacrifice and move on.
All right.
I guess it's now or never.
Victory
Yo,
will be ours.
I guess it's a good thing for this that I do have Night Kneeler. God damn, that damage.
That is enough. There is no escape for you.
Also, cutscene.
Go on then. I'll leave for you the final blow.
You leave me nothing. This was ever my burden to bear. Father! No, you are just a traitor now. In light of your crimes against the Empire, the punishment is death!
Send a runner to House Menya and have them deliver the letter I drafted.
Well, goddamn. Not just a stab, a like full on to the neck. That was like a beheading slash right there.
Also, take the soldiers under your command and begin investigating any magic constructs abandoned by the enemy.
At once, Lord Hubert.
It must be awful to end your own parent's life.
Come on, Ferdinand. Let's get going.
No. You may continue without me. I would like to stay here a moment. Just a moment longer.
Hubert, we have a messenger from the Alliance, and I need to know where our Western campaign stands. Ferdinand, may I have a word? I thought I'd let you decide how to punish your father's followers now that they've surrendered. Furthermore, this incident has led to the end of Fenya and several other noble houses. We need to settle the matter of the next Duke Eyre, and we need to do so quickly. So if you don't mind...
Is this your attempt at solace, Edelgard?
What?
I will punish the troops, and I will find a way to administer my father's lands. You can trust in me, Your Majesty. And thank you for considering my feelings in the matter.
%74%. Oh, we didn't even do it fast. Well, I wasn't worried about time after we already took that much damage anyway, but not the most damage we've ever taken. But all right, time to wrap this chapter up.
I never expected we'd have our hands this full after returning from Fargus. Still, we've managed to quell the turmoil and maneuver our way back to Enbar.
Due to the valiant efforts of Count Berglis and his Aryan Road garrison, the kingdom's counter-offensive has hardly put a dent in the western lines. I wager the reinforcements reached them in time.
It's a good thing we do not have to maintain a large military presence in Leicester. But of course, that was Her Majesty's plan all along.
We'd be up to our shoulders in trouble if we hadn't settled hostilities with the Alliance.
Do you think people in the Empire will be all right? I'm worried about the opera company, of course, but I'd also be devastated if anything happened to my friends in the capital.
The end result of all this was the complete expurgation of the Empire's remaining dissidents. In a way, we should be thanking them for handing us this opportunity on a gilded platter.
Adrestia deserves some stability for a change, so I think it's good that Her Majesty has total power now.
That's a bit too convenient, but alright.
With the opposing nobles wiped out, it's a breath of fresh air after the way things were under the old Emperor.
Lynn, think about who's here.
It is all right, Dorothea. I have moved on.
It doesn't sound like it, but alright.
What is our next action, Lady Edelgard? If we are returning to the Western Front, I will have preparedness.
Fighting your own people sure takes the thrill out of battle. So let's go wall up the kingdom instead and put an end to all this. Who's with me?
All that remains is for Adrestia to claim victory.
And along those lines, I wish to present an idea. One last stratagem to ensure that we prevail.
We were successful in striking down Kronia at Fort Mercius. However, Lord Arundel, which is to say Talus, remains at large.
Yes.
And any schemes Solon may be plotting are so much conjecture in the wind. Still, his efforts in Rim territory effectively empowered the late Duke Ire to stage a coup. Whatever the case, he must have a very good reason for seeking to prevent the kingdom's fall.
But why would they help the people who are harboring the Archbishop? It makes no sense. Unless their aim is simply to prevent the war from ending by any means possible.
We know the kingdom's court mage, Cornelia, is connected to those who slither in the dark. They may have planted other associates in Fargus as well. If they already have the king's court dancing on strings, it stands to reason they would focus their attention on obstructing the Empire.
I agree the theory hangs together. But does that mean we should expect more interference?
We should, Your Majesty. Though I would at least like to think they no longer have anyone left who can act brazenly in the open.
And need we worry about our mercenary friend?
I was under the assumption that they had your implicit trust.
Absolutely, but not enough to purge all of the doubt from my heart. I once trusted my uncle, as well as the late Duke Ire, and he wasn't even replaced with a doppelganger.
I thought that maybe that's where they were going with Duke Ire coming back, but no.
People who come in contact with those who slither in the dark are not the same afterward. How am I to trust anyone in a world where such a thing can happen?
I do not disagree, Your Majesty.
Yes, well, we must remain vigilant until the war is over for good and all. Although I wonder if we can rest easy even then.
Okay.
I still don't really know much about
going?
Solon, Kronia, and Talus. I was thinking this would be a chance to learn about my power, or who you actually are. But, oh well.
Oh well. Is that all you have to say for yourself?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm still curious, but my attention right now is on the battles ahead. And hey, it's not like knowing the truth would change much for you anyway. Even if I am related to those slithering people somehow, it's not like I'd want to split up with you.
That's music to my ears. It's incredible to see just how fast you've matured. Makes me proud to call you my partner in destiny. Is this what being a parrot feels like?
What?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, sure.
Anyway, this war will be over soon, so let's do what we've got to do to see it through together. I'll be counting on you, Arval.
I was like, even if it did, like, do we even really have a way of separating ourselves from Arval? Like, it was like, ah, yes, I don't want to be a part of you anymore. Okay, do something about it then. Like, well, but all right. Other than the like major convenience of, and everyone who opposed us is now gone. I don't like that at all. But overall, it was a pretty good. It was a Ferdinand chapter. It was pretty good. I did enjoy that, and the fights, the actual map progression, I think, was decent. Just a lot of damage being thrown out. But there we go. That's gonna be it. Thank you all for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye.